Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Boilermakers will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Dances away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback.
It's a running room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They looked pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Touchdown, Purdue! Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense and the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. correct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn in.
Turning it on! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 28. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he found a space on the right. They'll finally get him out of bounds at the 21, but not before a huge pickup.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Tuggle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Jackson will throw. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Bulls. And they turn it into a defensive score.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moving away from pressure. The throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense in an empty set. Jackson gonna throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Floating away. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The handoff to Johnson. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll go to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And that's where they'll have to down it, just inside the 50-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to...
Out of space.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. Let's fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Jackson gonna throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. When you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Fires downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. 7. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Jackson will throw. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Finds the tight end.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. Smashes ahead. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Boilermakers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll move the wide receiver. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Brings up second down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The handoff to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Jackson gonna throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
The Boilermakers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Touchdown, Boilermakers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to scramble. Trying to find his man in the middle. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Bulls. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the 2nd half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. Second down coming.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Scrambling away. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
With the score, Purdue 35, South Florida 31.
So first down will open up the final period. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running the red zone. It's Joyner. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! They extend this lead, and it looks as as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Uncorks one to the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The Bulls will call on their punt team. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Jackson will throw. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Joyner. Turning it on. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus.
Slithers into space.
They're up by 25 over UMass.
And he's gonna house it all the way back for a touchdown. This game just hit the wacky button. We've got a finish in store.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the Oak?
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. They go for it on fourth. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that fourth down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Caught in the backfield, it's Nimrod. Touchdown, USF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. A strike downfield.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
He wants a big play here late. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Tuggle. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Purdue.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Absolutely perfect. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play, take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.